Legendary Louisville basketball coach Denny Crum remains the topic of conversation in the sports world in this part of the country, and rightfully so. The Hall of Fame coach died Tuesday at 86 years of age with a historic career that began in 1971 until 2001, building an elite program that ultimately put Louisville basketball on the map. Throughout the day on Monday, the 15th, Crum's accolades will be repeated and his memory will be brought back to life with a visitation from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Southeast Church, followed by his funeral service and concluding with a celebration of life at 7 p.m. at the Yum Center. We will have full coverage throughout the day right here on Wave. Now, the Louisville Bats closed out their series with Columbus Sunday with a 6-5 win, taking 4 of 6 games in their series. And now, well, Cincinnati's calling. They will be taking one of their own. According to the McLean Baseball Instagram account, shortstop Matt McLain is on his way up to the big leagues, and quite frankly, it's been a long time coming. McLain, at 23 years of age, is mashing with a .348 average, a .474 on-base percentage. That is really, really good. Hitting 12 homers and stealing 10 bases, this kid is an absolute freak at the plate. While the Louisville Bats will certainly feel the pain of losing McLain, the Reds will reel in some much-needed offense that's been what the Bats have been fortunate enough to have and get out of their top 5 Reds prospect. As for the 149th Kentucky Derby winner, now eyeing a win in the 148th running of the Preakness, Mage is in pursuit of race number 2 of 3 for the Triple Crown. The horse completing its final training at Churchill Downs on Saturday before competing in the $1.5 million stakes on the 20th. The colt galloping 1.5 miles on Saturday and has since then been off to Baltimore. A 600-mile trip, by the way, getting Mage into Maryland in the early hours of the day on Sunday morning. Now, what a week it was for Louisville soccer. Racing Louisville opening the weekend Friday, eyeing their first win of the 2023 season with 2 losses on the year and goals in only half their games leading into their match. But that changed following their matchup with the Chicago Red Stars. Racing with 3 goals in a shutout victory, 3-0. And next on the docket for Racing, the Challenge Cup Wednesday against KC Current at home. And for Lou City, playing great soccer heading into Saturday's key matchup against Miami FC. It had been almost a month since Lou City played in front of their home fans, but they certainly made the most of their opportunity, defeating Miami FC 3-1. Goals by Dylan Maris, Brian Ownby, and Sean Toch helping lead Lou City to victory, and a 5-game undefeated streak, by the way, in the process. Lou City now has a small break before their next match. A home game against FC Tulsa will be on May the 24th. And with that, we will have more coming up right after the break.